What's up, everybody? It's your boy Mastamynd here with Ohio Cannabis Live. Welcome back to another newsy show here. Today we're going to talk about a couple different things. We'll talk about lawmakers introducing a bill, a bipartisan bill to legalize cannabis, marijuana in the state of Ohio this year. This year, yes, I did say that. This is in addition to the ballot initiative, regulate marijuana like alcohol. We'll get to that here in a minute, and there is a video that's out. We'll play that video here during today's news segment. If you're new to my content, please do me a big favor right now. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video with other people who are interested in legalization of marijuana cannabis in Ohio. Uh, I plan to change things quite a bit here, and it's going to get a lot more serious. And we want more people to start getting ready, because either it's going to go through the legislative process with the House and the Senate, or it's going to go through the ballot initiative. We need to be ready now. So one thing we're going to go over is the video again that has been put out by Regulate Marijuana Like Alcohol. That explains how to deal with the petition process. This is good information that everybody should have, and you'll be able to go watch the video again if you need to reference it later. Also, some breaking news that was brought to me just at the last very minute was this notice that lawmakers are planning to end curbside. So, they're supposed to be voting on this next week. I'm just now finding out about this, so I didn't know anything about this till now. I'm going to do some more research on this. I've reached out to the Board of Pharmacy for comment to find out if this is accurately true. For me, that's be kind of disappointing. Hopefully it's not true. Hopefully this is just a rumor. But nevertheless, we're going to find out. Hey, Jimmy, I'm hoping we can link up. So if you live in the Cleveland area, I'm trying to get a little meetup together for Cleveland. So if you're in that Cleveland area, I'm definitely trying to link up. Meet up at a restaurant, or have dinner, or meet a movie, dinner and a movie, or something like that. Some type of little meetup that we can all do, just to say hi to everybody. Nothing too major, not a full-on party or anything like that. But I definitely would like to come up there and visit all my people up in Cleveland, and see you and say hi to you. As far as dispensary news, a couple new dispensaries did open, and I have some videos coming out. Shangri-La and Monroe opened. The Landing in Monroe also opened, really like right across from each other. We have some more dispensaries open now. Bliss is open. I believe that we have Southern Buckeye Botanicals is getting ready to open. We have some more. I don't have the whole list in front of me right now, and I'll have more on that later on another episode, but we'll get to a specific list of exactly who is open. And also, I'm going to show you a brand new feature I added on my website, where you can actually access the dispensaries very easily, see where they are in retrospect to your current location if you have Google Maps. I'm assuming it'll probably work the same way even if you have an Apple phone. I haven't tested it yet, but we'll definitely get to that here in a second. So, what y'all medicating on right now? And we definitely are making progress in our effort to make cannabis more accessible. Prices have dropped dramatically, and sometimes we're seeing stuff that's not even old, but new stuff that's being marked down to a much lower price. So it's important. Now, another thing I want to make sure I do here is just ask you to support the channel. Hit the subscribe button. If you can donate, visit www.ohiocannabislive.com/donate. Also, I want to let you know about something else that's pretty cool. That as all these new dispensaries open up, you want to be able to figure out how to get to the menus. And so what I want to do is show you how you do that on Ohio Cannabis Live. And I also want to show you another new feature where you can actually reach out to me directly. This actually goes right to my messenger, and this is actually linked into Facebook now, so you can actually contact me via Facebook Messenger directly, and I will be the one to answer that. You can also check your days. You can visit the dispensary menus page here. Now, what you do here, this little trick I got going on for you is um, when you go to the dispensary menus page, this is ohiocannabislive.com/menus. Now, there's this button here that's going to take you to my other website, Ohio Medical Cannabis Group, which has been updated as of 5/29 to show all the different dispensary menus in the state that are open now. There might be a few that haven't been added. So, dispensaries that are watching this, you don't see yours on there just yet. Don't worry, it will be added on there. It is a lot to add all these on here, but I'm showing you just the sheer number of dispensary menus that is on this one page. So it doesn't matter whether it's on iHeart Jane or Dutchie, their menu is linked here, and it's literally just pressing the button. There's another one I didn't mention is open, Pure Iconic. That one's open. Like I said, you can even access the Shangri-La one that just opened, and kind of see what prices are around the whole state. Even though you may live in one specific market, there are a variety of dispensaries open, as you can see. And believe it or not, prices are different and competitive in different markets. I bet you didn't realize that if you live in one area, the sales tax is higher than the other. So depending on where these dispensaries are located, the sales tax is cheaper. Now, the other cool thing I want to show you is this new map. This is actually the same map that is also on the state's website. But the cool feature is that if you're on your phone, you click this little button here, what will happen is this will launch Google Maps. And this is going to show you where all the dispensaries are in retrospect to your location, allowing you to GPS whatever one you want. I can click on one here. It's going to give me their information, and I can see exactly which. I even get their phone number, the zip code. I think that's the county. Yeah, I get the county they're in. So this is very useful information if you live, especially up north. So those folks that live near Toledo, I want you to see this line going straight up towards Toledo where these dispensaries are. Look at this. Look it up here by the water, how many are licensed. Now, this map is starting to get a little bit more cluttered when I zoom out. I take you all over the United States. You zoom in, look at that. The map is getting cluttered, and this isn't all of them. This is only half. So this is going to get much fuller a lot quicker than you think. So, these are a lot. And so if we go with the adult use, what will happen is we'll have home grow on both of those. So if they decide to do it with the legislative process, that's going to have home grow in it. If they decide to do it with the ballot initiative, that's going to have home grow in it. So it's gonna be either way. So you really can't lose. But honestly, I still think the people should have a say. So I think the ballot initiative should be the one we go with. However, whichever way we get it first, we'll take it because we want to legalize. We want to be able to grow our own medicine without fear of legal retribution. And we want to see people's records cleared from these low-level drug convictions. So we do want to see some social justice, some social equity with this. So we have to stay on lawmakers to make sure that they're keeping the cannabis community of Ohio in the best interest. And we also got to make sure that they don't decide to say, oh, yeah, it's legal, but you can't smoke it. We know how that trick went last time. So we got to make sure that they don't do that again, because if they do, that just won't be very good for us. And, it just won't be helpful. I'm sorry the comments didn't pop up on the screen for you, but there will be a replay and I will be answering comments. So one thing that you will notice differently is that you'll see different graphics, different techniques. Some of these things I need to do because I want to make the presentation look better. Some of these things are going to be because I'm doing this for my school project. So I'm going to be asking people to help me with some of these things that are related to my school projects. What I need right now is some volunteers who would like to do some interviews to talk about the upcoming legal efforts to legalize cannabis. So that's the topic. We'll talk about this You can do this on a video or you can do an audio. I need to do one of each. So I need to do 3 different interviews for my radio project, and I need to do at least 1 or 2 for my video project. So you don't have to come to me. I can do everything virtually. You just have to have a phone with a camera that works and a quiet place to do the recording so the audio doesn't sound like really bad. So like make sure that you know you're comfortable. I mean, if we do the audio, we can simply just do it with your phone. You just call a number and that's all it is. It's real easy to do. You don't need any special equipment. So if you're interested in doing that, please email me at ohiocannabislive@gmail.com. Really? Hey, okay. That's not bad at all for the Sunshine Cart. Send email. Okay. All right, Jimmy. All right, you guys working on that. So we're trying to figure out where we're gonna link up at in Cleveland. And again, we need to get more viewers on the live stream. So that means we need to pick a new time for the show. I knew this was going to come eventually at some point, but now it's clear to me that the 420 time period just doesn't have enough viewers on it. And I noticed the longer we're streaming, we seem to pick up viewers, but at the end of the day, 420, the time, maybe the day, it just ain't working because we're not seeing any more than 20 people watching live. We get a lot of replays, and that's great, but we're not really making progress as far as getting our numbers up on our stream. So we're definitely going to need to readjust and come up with a better time for the show. And we're going to add some new content with some new faces and a new style. Again, like I said, I intend to improve the show and make the quality of it a lot better. You may already be seeing that. And that's the whole process. And there's a lot of things that I wanted to do today that I didn't get to do because, I'm not feeling the greatest, but I'm here. And that's the main thing, is to be consistent. So once we figure out what the best time is when everybody can really be watching for at least 10 or 15 minutes, that's the time that we're going to go with. And if it doesn't have to be on Friday, I just like Friday because Friday is the end of the week and it's kind of the way to close out. I still would like to do the virtual sessions as well. So if you're interested in doing virtual sessions, let me know in the comments, and I'll start working on the next date for a virtual session. As far as events goes, the next major milestone is me graduating from the Ohio Media School on July the 10th. You thought I was going to tell you like the dispensary was opening or something, right? So yeah, so make sure you keep an eye out for dispensary openings. I'm working on a new way to do product reviews to try to make it different, try to make it a little bit more fun and entertaining. And I'm still waiting on some things to come to me in the mail that haven't arrived yet. So, we're going to try to do some new things with, the reviews and try to experiment with a few other things that we've never done before and see how it goes. But that just depends on your engagement. Your viewership will help dictate what other content that we decide to put here on this newscast, and that we make sure that we're providing you the most accurate and up-to-date information, because this is Ohio's #1 cannabis news media source, in addition to the only social media platform that I know exists in Ohio that allows you, to communicate with other cannabis users in a peaceful and respectful way. Not to mention, you can get merchandise off the website, earn rewards points, and also get to come to exclusive events that are just for patients in the program. And so the next thing that I want to do before the end of today's show is I want to talk about, having a big event where patients can come together and show off their creative gifts, whether you're an artist or you make music or you make other things. We're going to have kind of an arts or crafts expo event. We specifically want patients to come out. However, it will be open to whoever and anyone who wants to come. And it will be a respectful and peaceful event. The location is still being worked out, but it will be more than one event. So if you don't make it to this one, we'll have another one that you'll be able to come to. But the idea is to bring cannabis community together and get out and have some fun and enjoy the nice weather we've got in Ohio, because you know how bad the weather gets here. And for us to, build networks between other patients and other cannabis activists and advocates and other people who support the cannabis movement in Ohio and beyond. So that's the goal here. Yeah, the virtual sessions, the thing with that is we need to be aiming for an attendance of 30 people or more for that. We will need people to volunteer to be moderators for the virtual sessions. We do need moderators for that. So if you're interested, Lynette or Jimmy, in being a moderator for the virtual sessions, that would be great. We can try to commit to doing those virtual sessions at least once a month. I think that's more than reasonable for us to try to do. I know I don't want to sound like a broken record, but if you haven't already, make sure you support the channel by hitting that subscribe button right now. If you're watching this on the replay or you're watching this on a different platform, because sometimes these videos play on Facebook or they play on Instagram, make sure you subscribe. And if you're listening to this on the audio, make sure you subscribe to the audio cast, because you never know. We might have some exclusive content that we put on our audio channel only. So no matter which platform you're watching this on or listening to this on, make sure you follow and subscribe to us. And don't forget to visit our website, ohiocannabislive.com/donate and support. You can support the channel by just donating $1. It's that simple. It's an easy way to help, keep the channel going, keep the website going. So we definitely appreciate all the support we've got from all of our other folks here who've already donated. So it definitely means a lot to me. And, what I would like to know before I go is, what are you planning to have for dinner? For me, I don't think I really decided yet. Trying to make sure that I don't mess up my stomach. Doctor told me I definitely have to eat better. That's something I'm working on, is trying to figure out what's going to be good for my stomach, what's not going to make me feel upset, and that's something that I'm going to continue to try to work on, is eating better. That's certainly going to help me. Okay, spaghetti. Great. Okay, ice cream cake is the best in Ohio. Okay, Susan. Ice cream cake by Clutch is doing pretty good right now. I've had a couple different rounds of it. Pretty satisfied with it. Okay, John. I see you like the north. I see you got that Northern Lights on there. Are you still awake? You still with us here? That Northern Lights will have you sleep soon. Quick. You never know. And the way the weather is right now, it's so hot. I mean, we'll eventually have our own weathercast here too. I'm working on it as well. So when we do our news segment, we'll also have a weather and sports segment with it as well. That'll be interesting because I'm not the best at sports. So if you're interested in doing the sports segment, you can certainly volunteer for that. I'm more of a tech guy, so we're going to try to have a tech segment as well, where we talk about the newest devices or the newest gadgets. And so that's another segment that we'll be adding to the show, to add some more content to it, to add some different depth to it, and to give it more of a newsy feeling. And make sure we're still going to have our little ticker that goes across the bottom here. It's still there. I just hadn't turned it on today, but I'm still always here testing new things out. So again, I thank all of you for being here today. And again, don't forget to like the subscribe button and follow me on social media. And enjoy the rest of your Friday. Try to stay out this heat. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.